We have the big surprise for the day. Yes, straight from a shaman. We're hanging out with a man, STONEBWOY, right here on 13 Minutes Live. Don't go away.
Spiritually man tougher than them. Physically I'm better than them. None of them can taste the apple of time. Stronger than us, them a who, them a who, them a who, them a try to kill. Who them a who, them a who, them a try to kill. I'm protected, man, I'm untouchable, yeah. If I die today, if I die today, I'm a hero. I'm a hero. If I die today, if I die today, I'm a hero. I'm a hero. Tell them I'm a hero. From zero up to hero. Ah boy was born as a hero. I me see them as a batty wipe and them a me hero. You don't know the tingo. Or the sick claim me and yet at them never equal. I'm so deep and never shallow. I come to pave way for the rest of them for follow. If I die today, if I die today, I'm a hero. I'm a hero. If I die today, if I die today, I'm a hero. I'm a hero. The most.
So yes, you know the big interview for the day right here on 30 Minutes Live. Just don't be greedy. Pick up that phone, call a friend and call that friend. Yes, we're coming your way with another great interview. Yes, you know, with that guy, with the BET award winner, with the No Mind Men guy. Call him the Beam guy, and of course, straight from a shaman to the world,
Up in the
pushing
place.
dancehall to the world.
There, man.
How is that feeling? The only dude from a shaman, you know, pushing dancehall to the world.
It's amazing. There are other great artists who are still working so hard, and when time comes, I trust that they will also be, you know, be known. And I appreciate their effort as well, pushing from assignment and even from Ghana as a whole, you know. But I'm grateful that I'm here now, and you know, leading the pack.
So Stone, growing up from a hood like a shaman, I know there will be lots of challenges for you in terms of music you want to do and anything you want to do. How did you overcome all these things?
There are still challenges anyway. It's not that there is no, they still exist.
Okay.
But coming from a shaman, and all I had was all I did was to keep my determination, you know, and keep my focus and keep my faith and keep that dream that I had in mind, you know, that vision that I was the only one who could clearly see, and also trusting that nobody else could see that vision like I am seeing it now in my mind's eye until the time is right. So here we are now. At least we all can see what that little boy from Ashaiman is up to. Exactly. Now, and I deserve every little support to keep moving on. So it's not been easy, and even at this point, it won't be easy. But I still appreciate the rewards that are coming out from the push and the support from Ghana and Africa, especially from Ashaiman, because I trust that that's my home, that's my foundation. And so I'm really appreciative of the fact that they supported me to go through all the obstacles, you know. But it depended on me to keep my focus, my determination, and everything.
I must say you're a young hero, a young legend.
Absolutely.
Young legend.
Absolutely.
You're doing amazing work.
If I'm not yet, I'm still working towards becoming a great one.
I know it will happen. I know it will definitely happen. Well, let's talk about the year in review. Lots of shows, lots of songs and everything. Just have everything in one sphere for us. What do you want to say? It's
time taking, energy demanding, and all that. But yeah, under the year of review, I believe that the last time I saw an article that had almost counted up to, I think by now I should have hit 50 shows in this year.
Wow.
You know, both home and abroad. You know what I mean? And if we have 12 months in a year, and I've done 50 shows.
Yes.
Up to. So even if I did one show like a month,
Wow.
That's like 12. But so spread that across, and so you should know that we've been on the road, and it can get better and better.
Exactly.
I play, sometimes I do 2 shows in the night and all of that sometimes. So, you know, it's just the work and the energy. And one thing gives me joy, because it gives me joy when I'm on stage performing to my people, trying to deduce the music and whatever there is in there, you know, you know what I mean, spread it across to them, dial it down, explain it with the performance and the emotions that come with it. It gives me a lot of joy. So
Exactly.
Isn't it?
Well, let's talk about the genre you do, dancehall reggae. I know
Afrobeat.
And Afrobeat too as well, yeah. Thanks for the correction. And there are lots of artists out there who depend on controversies, you know, to stay relevant in the game. But that is not coming from you. It's you based on solely on your music, solely on the song we hear from you.
Yeah.
And that keeps you relevant in the game.
Sure.
What do you want to say?
Yeah, I'm grateful for that comment just passed. It is surely a thing of the day that people thrive, everybody does, not only musicians, not only actors, but politicians, and like in these times you find out that controversy, they say, sells. But I'm one person that definitely controversy would come around whatever you're doing, but I do not try to sell my craft with controversy. Some people, I can't talk for some people, I can talk for myself, but I know that at times you wonder if it is a plan for some people to sell their music with controversy, and it is. Somebody will just go do like one crazy video or something that will get people talking, to ride on that
Exactly.
which is also like a plan. We all try to do some things because we're selling our music, we're selling our brands and our craft. But what do you want to be known for at the end of the day? You know, because the way you sell the stuff or you sell your craft also shows what you really are representing.
Okay, sure.
So that has actually held me, you know, grounded, not to do anything anyhow, because I definitely stand for reggae music, stand for dancehall and Afrobeats, but I would love to be able to appeal to everybody, but sell my music with, you know, standard, with morals.
Exactly.
Because sincerely speaking, there's a lot of moral decadence in these times. Everybody thinks doing something for the fame or just cracking the code or being on the other side just because it brings attention and they enjoy it for a certain while. That is the order of the day.
Exactly.
Nobody's even, our role models are like, you know, so it is a conscious effort for me and from me to stay grounded in that manner where I channel every hype, or I channel through my songs, whatever it is. I put my song first. I do not put any other situation that would attract attention onto the songs first.
Okay.
Because once that comes first and the song and the career and the craft comes second, then the masses would be then stuck to what comes first. So you'd always have to feed that monster. You always have to feed them. So you realize that some people are actually not happy with the monster they've created, but they always have to feed it.
Okay.
So that the attention still keeps coming onto the music, which comes second. But I'm trying so far, and I just heard it from you. I try to put the music first, so that then each and every time the attention and the demand is on the music. So then you realize that I'm always cracking heads. Where am I going to go? Who am I going to work with? How is it going to go on the music? Yeah.
Isn't that so difficult? Because it looks like that's
it is the most difficult thing to do.
People like to just sell themselves with, you know, all kinds of names, controversy. But being that said, only on his songs.
Most difficult thing to do. Most difficult thing to do. Like, most difficult thing to do. I don't know the amount of times I've said most difficult things to do, but I know what I'm saying. Yeah. Because it's easier to do just anything for the hype, especially from where I come from. You know what I mean? I'm an Ashaiman boy. I can do anything else and to be expected of me. But I have I have them in front of me, and I say, and then they say transliteration, whatever they say. Me they see me, they say, this is what I'll represent. This is what I'll do. I'll make sure that we're known for the right things. We can appeal also to, we can make Ghana proud. We can make our mothers, those who will always instill these morals, you know, and make sure that we are kept in a certain way. So that's just what it is. I do not want to be known for that guy who just did anything anyhow because he's an entertainer.
That's nice.
That would be me. Like, that's for me. I will be abusing God's given talent and hype. You know, because it's a blessing to be a star. It's a blessing to be the one that everybody talks about. It's a blessing to be one person who sings and everybody gets attracted to. So I might as well use that in a positive light, so that one day when you're not, you know, people would also know that, okay, this is what you stood for and all of that. So yeah.
Okay, so you as a single artist, you belong to a genre, reggae dance and then Afropop, as you said. What are you doing to push this movement in Ghana as a single artist? What are you doing in your own way to support this movement?
First and foremost, when somebody hears that I am a reggae, Afrobeat and a dancehall artist, I do not want to confuse them, because to somebody be like, if you're a reggae artist, yes, be a reggae artist. If you're Afrobeat, be Afrobeat. If you're a dancer, be a dancer. But I think I have proven myself to worthy of the cause. You know, I have hit reggae songs, I have hit dancehall songs, and I've hit Afrobeat songs. So the only reason is because I find myself in Africa, from Africa, and I'm blessed enough to have all these genres of music having its roots in Africa. And I'm African, so that means that I have all these genres of music rooted inside me as an artist and as a talent. So I can churn these ones out as well if I want at any time, you know. So I'm only answering that so to whoever is watching home and abroad will know that it's possible for an artist to be a doer of Afrobeat, reggae and dancehall, because all these three genres find their roots back in one place where we are from. That's what we're used to. Because we speak Ghana, we speak Hausa, we speak English, we speak Patois. How about that? You know what I mean? So we are blessed like that. Okay, so on the side, whatever I'm doing to push that genre has been an agenda that I've always had. So my third and fourth studio album, because it's a double album, you know, is what is proving it now. Although the first, second and third, the first and second have cleared the path to show, you know, what I represent or what I'm doing to push it. Okay, now the third and fourth one now is a double album that has international features on it, which means that international ears are hearing, and it also has superstars from here on it, which also means that yes, this is a combination or a collation of these, you know what I mean, to the world. So this is what I'm doing to push, to keep pushing, drawing international attention and from home, you know. Yeah.
We'll definitely go deep into that album right here on the show, no doubt about that. But let's talk about your songs. You know, what goes into your songs? Because trust me, my dad, my mom, my people, everybody around me listen to STONEBWOY. You know, you put out good lyrics, you put out so many stuff that appeals to everybody out there. How do you do that?
I would say that it's a blessing to have, to be talented and probably be over-talented. So that's why. That's why. But I consider a lot of things before creating my musical piece, because, you know, I do. Whereas in creating my piece, only God knows how many times sometimes I scrutinize one line to take some things off, just because sometimes after creating the song I know that this would surely appeal to just these type of people, and I'm like, no, what do I want to do with this song? Do I want to appeal to older folks or younger folks, or do I want to spread it across so that everybody can enjoy it? Then I go back in there, fit some lyrics where I have to fit them, take some out, because it's a creative material. So I try the best that I can to fix it in a way that, you know, whoever I have in mind to appeal to with the particular song is achieved.
Nice. We're still talking about songs. One particular song that shot you on the Billboard top chart, one with Morgan Heritage. How was that feeling, being on that Billboard top chart?
Greatness. Same way me and Sizzla and a couple other artists. So, the song was done before it went on the Billboard chart. So, let's just say that we put in the best that we could, and probably they saw me fit for the song, so we featured on it, and then because we gave the best of us, you know, it was received as such. And then now it was on the shot.
All right. Well, we've done much of talking right here on 30 Minutes Live with the man, yes, the beam boss himself, STONEBWY. Right about now, let's take a musical break with Hero. We'll be right back to talk more. Stay tuned.
I'm a hero, from zero up to hero. Ah, boy, I was born as a hero. I me see the Maserati wipe and them a me hero. You don't know the tingo. On a sick claim and the yet at them never equal. I'm so deep and never shallow. I come to pave way for the rest of them for follow. If I die today, if I die today, I'm a hero. I'm a hero. If I die today, if I die today, I'm a hero. I'm a hero. Them must have to tell me who send them. I will send them. Father God, I go fish them out and we are gonna hang them. We are gonna burn them. Them see me as a trust. Murder alert to the propaganda pandit. This never work. I'm one of the biggest artists from a Simon that ever bust to the world. See me, I know, see me failure, I know for me. None of no bad man can hold a word you give me. Me see them and me know them can't fool me, no good. If I die today, if I die today, I'm a hero. I'm a hero. If I die today, if I die today, I'm a hero. I'm a hero. Long time.
All right, so we're back from that musical break. That was Hero by STONEBWY. We're still hanging out with the man.
I'm a hero. Tell them I'm a hero. From zero up to hero. STONEBWY was born as a hero. Guess what me see them as a wiper, them a me hero. Oh, you don't know the thing go. When the see clear, so me and the eight of them never equal. I'm so deep and never shallow. I come to pave way for the rest of them to follow. Them must have to tell me who send them. Who send them? Father God, I go fish them up. TV7 hang them. TV7 hang them. Kawa, them see me as a traitor. Murderer later. The propaganda pandit, this never work. I'm one of the biggest artists from a Simon that ever boast to the world. Say me, I know, say me, failure, I know for me. None of no bad man can hold a wedge give me. Me see them and me know them can't fool me, TV7. If I die today,
If I die
today,
I'm a hero.
See, TV7, you a hero.
Boom.
Wicked.
All right, time to talk about the album, Epistles of Mama.
Come on.
Tell me more. Why that name anyway?
Yeah, the album, after all the work that I put into the album, I decided to make it significant because one thing that's always on my heart is my mother, you know. May she continue to rest in peace, and these are the things that a son can do to honor, you know, these and more, to honor somebody they love and cherished. You know, like I was saying earlier on, this is my Ya Santua, this is my Kwame Nkrumah, she is my Haile Selassie, she is my heroine, you know. So anything to celebrate my mother, I think is in its best of ways, it's in its right way, and it might be personal, but I know that everybody can relate to when you love somebody, or to when you love something and you want to show love. You know what I mean? So once I'm showing love, I know that it will spread out for people to understand, to also be able to relate. So Epistles of Mama.
All right. This obviously happens to be the most trending album.
Absolutely.
You know? Everyone talking about
after a few days of release.
First time I didn't even see it on your wall. I saw it on the internet, Instagram, everywhere. Everyone just posting it. I was like, what's happening?
Absolutely. And I give thanks for the support. It's amazing.
But how much effort did you put into this?
Somebody will say give and take. approximately 2 years.
Wow.
Yeah, because at the latter part of the second year to conclude the album, I sped up with some works, but then it's all because of the featurings and timings and mixing and mastering. And I'll never end that statement without bigging up Miss Master Gazi and all the producers, because everything rested on the laps of Gazi, I promise. Even whilst I slept sometimes or I traveled out sometimes, he was awake all through to make sure everything was being placed together. I did play my part, he did play his part. Shout outs to Bossy G as well for mixing some of the songs on the album. What I literally want to say, and all the producers from Street Beats, from Money Beats, ODB, and all the international producers. One thing I want to say is that everything that you hear on the album, the clarity, quality, most of the songs were produced from foreign, like America, Jamaica, and all, due to the reggae beats. And then the Ghana side and the Afrobeat side was absolutely produced from here. I think one Nigerian produced, Gazi produced, and all. This, I think, 70% of the production is from us in Ghana.
Okay, that's good to hear.
And then mixing, mastering, and everything. So yeah,
that's good to hear.
it gives me joy to have worked with my own people, churning out a great album like this. The song with Sean Paul was produced by a Ghanaian.
Lovely tune. I love that.
You know, he just got into town like yesterday.
Sean Paul?
No, I mean the guy who produced the song, and also it's just us working to go. You know.
Well, share with us some of the artists on the album.
On the reggae side of the album, I have Pressure Boss Pipe. If you know, let me give you some love and affection. You got my attention. You need no correction. Pressure Boss Pipe, Virgin Island. You know, I have Kabaka, Pyramid. You know, if you know, Ashes on the Beats, Rome Catch a Fire when blah blah blah. You know, wicked lyricists, bad reggae artists, Kabaka, Pyramid. I have Agent Sasko, you know, Assassin, aka Assassin, them data from dancehall to reggae, you know, yeah, God Now Sleep, you know, all them one there. And I have I Octane.
Okay.
I Octane has from the day me something, let me know me lose a friend. Let me know me lose a friend. Top reggae artists, you know what I mean? So they're on the album as well. I have Kalia on the album from Jamaica, and I have Damaris, Mexican American, and Ghanaian as well. And I have, trying to mention all those, I have Vanessa Blink from Gaza, formerly of Gaza. So if you hear One Man Do Me, yeah, One Man Do Me, you know that song. She's on the album as well. And then come to the Afrobeat side of the album, I have Sarkodie, I have Moogis, I have Joey B, I have Ifya, I have Yapono, I have Kofi Kinata, I have Kelvin Boy, I have Kim Promise, and Ifya, and I have Sean Paul. So this is an album that we all can share, because there are lots of people, like you can find your favorite artist on there, and that's it.
I've heard a couple of them, you know,
Jam,
the one with Sark, the one with Sean Paul.
Yeah.
I love it to the bit.
Absolutely.
But that brings that to my next question. What's your favorite?
Every song.
No, you have to choose
depending
one.
on my mood.
Okay, your mood now. Which one are you going to choose as favorite?
I dey wait, you dey wait. It's waiting, come make we date, yeah. You are the most original, yeah. I dey wait, you dey wait, and you say waiting, come make we date, yeah. You are the most original. Girl, if you know you are the most original, that's it.
Them in the building, right?
Mad. TV7 is an honor to be here. Kalia. I'm addicted to you, Kalia.
Okay, I've seen the video.
One put a hole on me. Yeah, that video was shot before the album was released in Jamaica. Beautiful video. Shout out to Jay Papworth. It was shot on the Foley Mansion. There's one iconic edifice over there in Jamaica where it's called the Foley House, Foley something in Portland, in Jamaica. Nice video produced by, like I have to say this, you know, when somebody when the person deserves their titles before their name, you have to say it. Song was produced by Grammy multi-platinum award-winning Tony Kelly. Okay. So when you just go read about Tony Kelly, you find out that he produced Just Give Me the Light, Wow. Produced One Man Alone, produced song for Chris Brown, for
Nice.
so hands down, it's an honor to have worked with him. I'm grateful. That means that we're counted among the greats, right?
Yeah,
man.
Awesome. Well, we're still doing much talking with man B, right? But
yeah.
Let's take a musical break. Let's go again.
Hold on, you, right?
Hold on, yeah.
Man,
Sure.
featuring
I love
Kalia.
that tune. Hold on, you. STONEBWOY featuring Kalia right here on 30. Don't go away.
Put your hold on me, Kalia, STONEBWOY.
You're gonna see I ain't no beginner when I put the hold on you. I'm gonna make you feel like a winner when I put the hold on you. Show me the money, I'ma take it to the cleaner when I put the hold on you. Cause I know you can't resist my demeanor when I put the hold on you. Ay, 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 ay. When I put the hold on you. Ay, 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 ay. When I put the hold on you.
I'm attracted to the skin so brown. Woman, are you alone? Fit for the crown. And anytime I smell your cologne, close me now, it takes me to a higher zone. Ay, ay, ay. Girl, it's up my soul on fire, ay, ay. This feeling I go ever rest, fire, ay, ay. Can't pull out the burning desire, ay, ay. Oh no, 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 no.
You're gonna see I ain't no beginner when I put the hold on you. I'm gonna make you feel like a winner when I put the hold on you. Show me the money, I'ma take it to the cleaner when I put the hold on you. Cause I know you can't resist my demeanor when I put the hold on you. Ay, 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 ay. When I put the hold on you. Ay, 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 ay. When I put the hold on you. Been hella vicious since the day one. Ooh, they should've warned ya. Laser focus on my mission. Everything I scored ya. Some may try, but they can't ignore me. No, I won't be denied. I'm controller of your mind. I'm gonna put a hold on you. You're gonna see I ain't no beginner when I put the hold on you. I'm gonna make you feel like a winner when I put the hold on you. Show me the money, I'ma take it to the cleaner when I put the hold on you. Cause I know you can't resist my demeanor when I put the hold on you.